Hi everyone, today we're going to work on a super simple Easter project. We're going to use one of those wood cutouts from the Dollar Tree and this flower black and white contact paper from Dollar Tree as well. First thing I'm doing is removing the tag off of the wood plaque. And making sure that there's no dust or debris or anything on it before I work on it, because I don't want it to get on the contact paper. Now I'm going to measure this out so I can get the right amount cut out for you. Removing the backing from the contact paper. And I place it as flat as I can on a solid surface. And then what I'm going to do is place the wood cutout onto the contact paper. And I push as hard as I can in trying to smooth it all out. And at this point I realized that I didn't want to use that side because it wasn't laying, the flower pattern wasn't laying the way I wanted it to. So I changed my mind, and then I just put it on top so I could see where I was putting it. And I found there was something there, a little piece of dust or something. So I just picked that off, and then I just smoothed everything out. The next step is to take an X-Acto knife or a utility knife, whatever you have handy, and I just use the edge of the wood cutout to trim away the excess contact paper. And just take your time, make sure that you get it all, and I'm using one of the chopping mats from Dollar Tree, so I don't damage my countertop. once this part is all done, you can see it looks very nicely covered. I don't really need to do anything. I'm just making sure I got all of the edges cleaned off. And that is it for this part. The next part we'll be deciding what to do as far as ribbons or decorations. There's probably a million things you could do, and here I am kind of playing around deciding what I want to do. It would be nice to do just a strip of the buffalo check in the middle. You could do that, or you could do a messy bow, which is what I ended up deciding to do. So to create the messy bow, I'm just going to cut out 2, and you can see I pretty much measured it to the width of the egg. Honestly, I don't think I needed to make it that big. You'll see in the end how big it is. I probably could have gotten away with a little bit shorter length, but it's up to you what you want it to look like in the end. So try all these. I did 2 of each. So the buffalo check and then the burlap. That came from Dollar Tree. I think the buffalo check was not from Dollar Tree. They have a thinner one, but the wide one, I don't think. I think I got that on Amazon. And I did a couple of pieces of the lace that is also from Dollar Tree. And then the polka dot ribbon came from Dollar Tree as well. And the stitched ribbon. I don't know if I got that at Dollar Tree. I don't think that I did. But you could use anything you have. So then I'm forming basically like an X, and I'm not putting them all in the same spot. I'm moving them. I'm kind of making like, I guess, a star shape. You could say something like that. You can see I'm not putting them all in the same spot. Moving them around so you can see all the ribbons once the ribbon is all put together. And I scrunch it up with my fingers. And I take some twine and I wrap it around several times. Before I tie it off in the back. And that's when I sent my camera flying. Sorry about that. I don't know my own strength sometimes. So the next step is just kind of fluff it, play with it, look at it, decide, if I like it, and all of that. You can dovetail the ends, you can just angle them, leave them as is. In the end, when I hot glue it onto the wood piece, I also add some hot glue in certain spots so that the ribbon would lay the way that I wanted it to. So I made sure it was hidden and you couldn't really see it, and that I was happy with the way it looked. So you can see here I am adding the bow to the top with some hot glue. And here it is. I put it on my plate rack